Todd Nielsen, who is basically a writer, and but you had a pretty extensive background in as being a VAR and so on. Let's start with that. Just a real quick. How'd you get into this business?
Yeah, I had my own company in Southern California for 10 years, and then I sold my company to a firm in Chicago. They were a telecom company. And a few years later, that company was sold, and I was chief operations officer for the company in Chicago. And then that was sold, and I was vice president of service delivery. And so I've been working in the channel for about 15 years, been an executive in the channel, and then I started writing about cloud computing and IT channel topics about a year ago.
And when you first started the company that you founded, what did it do?
We were basically a managed services provider.
Yeah. So the one thing I get then is if I want to sell my company, I should hire you. Is that right?
I seem to have a lot of experience in that.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I'll keep that in mind. So let's talk about cloud computing, though, because is it good? Is it bad? Is it disruptive technology? Obviously, it is, but is that in a good way or in a bad way?
Well, I guess it depends how you look at it. Cloud computing, from the channel side, could potentially be very disruptive. One of the advantages of writing about cloud computing is I have a lot of access to executives of a lot of big companies, and interviewing them, they are throwing billions and billions of dollars into cloud computing strategies. And these are the HPs, the Dells, the IBMs, the Microsofts, the Amazon. I mean, they are not throwing nickels and dimes into this industry, and that is going to fuel big changes in the industry. And in my talks with staffing agencies, for example, they have noticed a huge increase in requests for cloud computing experience type of technicians, virtualization. And so the market is moving to cloud computing, and there'll always be relationships and in the channel, and there'll always be.
So when you say though it's going to be disruptive for the channel, in what way? Like, do you think it's going to be something positive for them? Do you think it's something they should jump on top of? Do you think it's something that should say to them, hey, now's the time for VAR to get out of the industry?
Well, every challenge is also an opportunity. And but one of the problems in the IT industry and in managed services is that there are unfortunately a lot of IT companies who don't know or won't make the transition to selling cloud services. There is a different value proposition in cloud services versus managed services, and it's a different kind of sell. It's a different kind of relationship, and also in managed services we never had the competition coming from our suppliers. Now HP, Dell, IBM, Microsoft, they're providing these cloud services, whereas before they were providing products and services that enabled the people to provide managed services.
So do you think that there's going to be a problem with them going after the channel's partners' customers?
Oh, it's already happening. Yeah, absolutely. And so I think we're going to see a bottoming out of a lot of companies, especially on the smaller side. They'll either get gobbled up by the mid-market and bigger companies, or they will unfortunately go out of business. And I have seen and experienced a lot of companies that this is happening.
But when you do cloud computing, you're still going to be needing break-fix services. You're still there's a whole bunch of things that you're still going to be needing. You're going to be needing people who can help you with managing the security on every endpoint, and we're so many more endpoints now. So, and with the cloud, it's making it even more and more endpoints. So, do you really think that that's like, isn't that an opportunity for the channel?
It's absolutely an opportunity, but if solution providers can't offer cloud computing to their clients, they are going to get bombarded by marketing and sales from the companies, the bigger companies that are directly providing it. And if you can't provide a service that a customer wants and provide that value add and provide lower costs of being able to operate your business on the technology side, then there's not a need to stay with this small provider that has the relationship.
So overall, sum up. If I was a VAR, a solution provider, I've been doing it for the past 10 years. I've been making, at the end of the day, $80,000 a year. And I was thinking about the cloud is going to make my whole world better. Do you agree? Or
Yeah,
what would you say?
it's time to stop hesitating and to find a partner to offer cloud services that you can resell, so that you're not competing with other MSPs that are also offering cloud services. And a lot of solution providers are waiting for that perfect partnership to arrive.
So like the perfect storm, right?
Yeah. And so you need to attach onto something and start selling it so that you can provide those services.
So don't just put your toe in, jump right in, type of thing.
I think you need to be careful with who you choose, as you do with any vendor.
Mm-hmm.
But I think waiting too long as far as cloud computing is concerned will be a danger for many solution providers.
Terrific. Todd, always a pleasure.